And off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Injured player on the field. He's battled through injuries throughout his career. Christian Watson, the injured party. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Room to run right away. Down the sideline, past the 45. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Now, faking the give. Now a shot here, deep middle. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Packers. The kicking team off for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set.
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And this play's going nowhere. Taken down behind the line. A great way for this defense to get on the field and get started.
Okay, ready?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll go again here with Irving. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That one underthrown and intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
Ready, break. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He'll look to throw. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. That one is good. And the Buccaneers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he spots his target downfield. Great teamwork on the completion. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Back to throw. This one caught just past the pylon. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. The PAT, up and good. And the Packers extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The handoff, it's Irving. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
He'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set.
Now they'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete, but there's a flag back in the backfield where the quarterback is. They may have got him after he released the ball.
Man, how the computer roughing it past him? That wasn't even me.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
70 range, 70 range. Hut, hut.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Ready, set. Cougar 19. Set. Buffalo 18.
That is hauled in at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
Throwing now from the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Greg, we better tie those shoelaces tight. We could be in for a track meet. Great start on offense in this one.
Yeah, it certainly has, Mike, and I think the biggest thing for this offense is how they've bounced back to some early adversity. They found themselves trailing here in the first quarter, and they cut into that lead. I got a feeling this thing's going to go back and forth, and we're going to have some fireworks ahead of us.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 2. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Drive will start on the ground. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 60 by 6. 60 by 6.
Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's a ball thrown deep right sideline. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need.
Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Packers. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Throwing now on first and 10. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. To the air now on first and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away.
Hey, I'm going to get you out that cover 3, bro. I'm going to show you about sitting in it.
There, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air once more on second down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head...
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Auburn. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
And that is incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes The defense is all over him.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. That's going to be caught. He's into space past the 25. And he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That screen dead on everything.
Point after, coming up here. It's up and through. And the Bucs are back within 4. It's 21-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
I like the play call there. 2nd, relatively short. Give your quarterback an opportunity to push this ball downfield, but realize this quickly, nothing development. Get the ball down to your back, pick up a new set of downs.
A couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. The man in motion is Watson. Now, faking the give. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. They'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. And it's probably a touchdown.
Handoff here, up the middle. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You can just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is 3rd and 10. but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
No issues there. This one is good. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one, downfield for Kincaid. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
That one on target to Watson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So Jim Harbaugh will make the move for the field goal unit. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. That is not going to do it. Tried to bite off a rock with that one. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports Halftime Report. All yours, Coach. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A give, misses Irving. Now a loose football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs. The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He'll look to throw. That's to Kincaid once again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper to the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Packers will extend this third quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. He'll drop to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. That is hard. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Putting the tight end in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. They'll look to throw yet again. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Packers. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. The extra point try forthcoming. His kick is good. And the Packers are going to extend their lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll air one out for Palmer. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete,
and for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football at their own 23.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. I just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Nubin.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Set.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one complete to Palmer. And he's going to be taken down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time the team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Back to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Going in the wrong direction. Now second and goal from the 12. Now they'll set up to throw. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Craig Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa. That is second touchdown of the game and 17 for the season. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. Now a give up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll stick with him again. Up the sideline, past midfield. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Good blocking to the 15. And he gets marked out of bounds, but inside the 5-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's first and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Green Bay. Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go, and the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. A pass pulled in by Irving. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make every...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six, but to get two pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Right back to the air following that pick six. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He'll air one out for Palmer. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll air one out for Palmer. And more of the same. Another interception. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
At their own 9-yard line.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
19 tight, 19, 19,
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for Watson. And the Buccaneers will take over here just shy of the 30.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Hawk 70.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
60 Bison.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Viking 18. Ready.
They'll look to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. And the Packers are going to get the football at their own 23.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Back to the air once more on second down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly it is 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long. He'll drop to throw. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From out of the gun, he'll throw to the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. They'll throw here on third and short. He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll drop to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Looking to throw here on second and 10. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
That's incomplete. Daring Paul on fourth down. Does not work out. And And it results in a turnover on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. That is caught at the 3. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Let's go now.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Here we go, set. Go.
Back to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Just a tremendous finish to what's been a tremendous game, Mike. I mean, not only did they get that late touchdown here in the final stages, but here with time winding down, they're an extra point away from taking the lead and likely coming away with a big victory.
A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's first down. on play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And the clock will stop. Timeout called with 5 seconds remaining.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Packer first down.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. So now, a big spot coming here. This one he's got to have. And this one is going to run out of steam. This is short. It's no good. So, fire the cannons. It's a win for the Bucs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.